640 Musical Chimes, Tarantula at 16, Thatching's Way 690, 37 Mr. Performer, and let's see what else is in the market there. Okay, we'll just get the rest of that those runners up there. Belong. Oh.
Race 7.
Well, the favourite on course is number 4, Speed Week here. Black Opal winner early on this year, Rod, and he's a little bit easy on course with the bookmakers. 3.30 to tote. That's about his price with the bookies on course. He does look well. I'm just a bit concerned about what sort of run he's going to get from barrier 9. I settled on number 3, Go Errol. Looks absolutely magnificent, this Frank Cleary trained 4-year-old. Resuming today, reacts fresh, and the right money's on too, I can assure you of that. Big danger, number 4, Speed Week. Again, he's been out of form, but if he goes back to his 2-year-old form, he's well in it. And number 10, one right down near the bottom, caught the eye on the mounting yard. A real big improver, this horse. Quick and handsome, a city winner. Should get a box seated from barrier 6 and looks well placed with 53 kgs. Big odds to tote. Can't fault the condition of 1, a bit of magic, big overs to the tote it. And 6 Bleep opened up a couple of points under double figure odds with the bookmakers, has been well supported. Big query mine, barrier 10. Nevertheless, summing it up, 3 Go Errol on top, dangers 4 Speed Week, and the big improver 10 Quick and Handsome.
Okay, Michael Heath, he suggests we Go Errol. Back to you, Chris.
Okay, and if the right money's on, it's obviously got a big chance. Now, Rod Gallagher has a tip for us in the next 2 at Caulfield. Race 7, number 7, Tarantula. And maybe it's got more than 4 legs. Matthew Gatt is the rider, and Tarantula is the wonder back in that race. It's showing at 16s. 860 Ocean Bird, 580 for the 2. Laziara 610, and we'll have a look right through that market in a moment again as they're all set at Canberra for the running of race 7. Here's Tony.
Now the light is on. And away they go. Supreme Butterfly down towards the inside. Beat them out easily from Bridle Path, ridden hard. In behind those, Go Errol down towards the inside, followed by a bit of magic. And Speed Week is going up on the outside. Further back behind those, Bleep, followed by Quick and Handsome, Bold Ring and Dominican well back. And Canberra at the tail of the field. They're flying out in front as they race down towards the 600. Bridle Path leads a long neck. Speed Week second on the outside, about 2.5 behind those, a bit of magic. Then Bleep moving up on the outside. A fair break in the field as they swing. Supreme Butterfly followed by Go Errol, Quick and Handsome, Dominican, well back, Bold Ring and Canberra down towards the inside. In the straight, 400 to go, and Speed Week raced up on the outside and hit the lead. Supreme Butterfly is running on, followed then by a bit of magic, and back behind those, Bleep. He's got to go for Speed Week. Here's Supreme Butterfly. Supreme Butterfly moved up on the outside, put the head in front, although Speed Week is kicking back and they're clear. It's Supreme Butterfly and Speed Week. Supreme Butterfly hit the lead near the line, and Supreme Butterfly has beaten Speed Week. Now close for third, I think Bleep just ahead of Go Errol. Back behind those, then Dominican, then a bit of magic. Further back in the field, Bold Ring, then Quick and Handsome, Bridle Path, and the last one was Canberra. Supreme Butterfly, first up from a spell. Number 2, Supreme Butterfly, trained at Tacoma by David Kelly, a very consistent galloper. A 4-year-old grey gelding by Butterfly Star out of Ruby Supreme. 2-4 to the winner, Supreme Butterfly, Fred Stanborough. Number 4, Speed Week, John Nesbitt second, and 6 Bleep, Jamie Whitney third. 2-4-6 official, race 7, and a very impressive win to Supreme Butterfly, resuming today, had the sit on the leaders, and won very, very well indeed.
Yes, it did. Supreme Butterfly went right on with the job there. $6, 210, 220 Speed Week, 2 even Bleep. Caulfield is 2 minutes away. 8. This is a wide Rod Gallagher.
Thanks, Chris. Well, we've got a bit of a wounded warrior with us, leading trainer Barbara Joseph. Barbara, you're broken down.
Yes, Rod. Yeah, I had a bit of a tennis accident, but it's coming good. I've got about 6 weeks and 3 days to go.
Well, will the Yas Cup make you feel a bit happier?
Well, the Yas Cup might even take a week off it, I hope.
Well, Zad Purr's your runner in the race. It's one of the fancies. Lightly raced.
Yes, lightly raced. I mean, I expect him to run a big race today, but he's still pretty immature. He's still learning what it's all about. But if he runs well and he's up there just behind the leaders, he'll account for himself very well. I think this horse is going to have a pretty big future.
Well, thanks for the tip, Barbara, and I hope it races well for you.
I hope so too, Rod.
And thanks for taking the trouble to hobble over.
Not a worry.
She does have a motorised cart that she gets around in, but she's braving it out today on crutches as we go back to Chris.
Yes, she's a great little battler. Yes, indeed. Barbara Joseph, great trainer, and we wish her well today in the Yas Cup. Now, at Wedderburn. Let's update the market as they...
This meeting has been the Yass Council, and the live wire mayor is Ken Helm. What does the council get out of a race day like this?
I'd get some profile, and that's very important that the Yass Council supports something like bringing the people from Yass across to Canberra. Canberra's next door to us, so we really are one part of a whole region, so why not support it? And this year we're celebrating 175 years of settlement in Yass. It's our 175th birthday, so it seems appropriate that we celebrate for the whole year, and that's Yass people are like that.
Well, they do know how to celebrate. The race meeting itself, though, on a Sunday has been a resounding success, hasn't it?
It certainly has, and last year we were very pleased with the crowd, but we've just been told that it's up a couple of hundred on last year, as well over 3,000 people here. So the population of Yass town is 4,500, so we've got most of Yass here of the town, and most of the Shire, I think, have come across. And looking around, people are having a really good day, and that's what it's about, having a good time, promoting what Yass is about, what it's doing, and that we support, generally racing. There's one of my councillors up there, the man who's sort of falling about. That's usually the councillors. They're very happy-go-lucky people. Tired and emotional, I think.
Yeah, we've all been like that, Ken. Ken, you've had quite a distinguished career in local government. What's the future hold for you?
Well, I've got a winery that I have to run, and also I think that if sometime in the future, if the bus was going past a federal parliament, I wouldn't mind getting on it. But that's always been a bit of a vision of mine, but we'll see what the future holds. Next September, I won't stand for local government again and hand the reins to somebody else, we might say. And
well, we're going to miss you here on Yass Cup Day, but you'll be here as a punter.
I'll be here as a punter and probably a little bit tired and emotional like that councillor up there is, and having a good time. When you're in this sort of office, you have to behave. And it is a bit difficult at times.
He has got a twinkle in his eye, the mayor. Just tell me before you go, have you got a pick in the Yass Cup?
Well, they've been telling me my daughter is the one who picks all the horses for the different races, and she said Wenderers is the horse.
Wenders, yes.
Wenders. She said that's the one that she thinks will win it, and she's my 12-year-old daughter, and she's a pretty good, has an idea of horse flesh, so I'm going with that.
Well, you're getting out of local government. If your 12-year-old daughter picks the winner of the Yass Cup, I might be looking for a job as well.
Okay.
Ken, congratulations on the day, and we hope it continues to thrive.
Well, thank you for your support, and thank you to everyone in the Shire and who has supported this day. It's not just the council, it's the whole of the community that supports this day, and that's what makes it so successful. Thanks, fellas.
OK, good on you, Ken Helm, the Mayor of Yass, and coming up shortly will be the running of the Yass Cup as we go back to Chris.
OK, thanks, Rod. Looks like a good bloke too, the Mayor of Yass. And his young daughter's tip there, Wenders. So we'll watch that in the Yass Cup. Now, they're moving up at Warwick Farm. Clark 38, 770 Wenders and 15 Dr. Doug as they move in. Zabpur at 210, short price favourite. Brockenhurst 24, Red Hot Rookie at 27, now 30s. 10s for Forever Blushing. And let's look down, no, the rest are over 20s. Let's go trackside with the late mail, Michael Heath's late mail. Once again, here's Rod Galagas.
We're running out of time here, Michael, but big go Zabpur.
Absolutely, Rod. Zappa's been very well supported, up and up around about the 5-2 mark with the bookmakers, into around about 6-4 now. It's been absolutely backed off the map. Best back run I've seen here for a long, long, long time. Good fifth here behind Federal Agent here, a fortnight back. Debuted with a big win and a maiden here. Looks absolutely magnificent, this 3-year-old by Zabil. Box seater from Barrier 1 looks hard to beat. Big Danger, 2 River Steam. 3 runs back from a spell now. Tuned him right up for the 1,400 metre trip. And 6 Dr. Doug expected to give plenty of cheek. Certainly a very, very fit horse. Others to look well with 3 Brunda Rosie and 1 Alizari, but Zappa's the money horse. I've got him on top. Dangers 2 River Steam and 6 Dr. Doug.
OK, we spoke to Barbara Joseph. She likes Zabpur. She thinks it may be something special. They all want to leave out number 11, Forever Blushing. I still think it's got a chance as we go back to Chris.
OK, but we'll soon know because they're almost set for the running of the Yass Shire Council Yass Cup. It's a mouthful, isn't it? This is race 8 at Canberra with the big go for Zabpur number 8. They're all set. Let's go to Tony.
Thanks, Chris. All in for the big one of the day. The Yass Shire Council Cup. 1998, away they go. Murrunjai was slowly away, as was Wenders, and Zimitar got away very well. River Steam and Dr. Doug are prominent. Stolen Arc goes up. Zabpur's getting a beautiful run up along the inside. Off the track going up was Sakana Bow, followed by Brunda Rosie, Super Ellen, Petite Sal Alizari down towards the inside, then Brockenhurst. Back behind those, Forever Blushing, followed by Red Hot Rookie. Murrunjai is second last, and Wenders last of all. On settling down as they race towards that next turn, a good race for the lead. It's Zimitar on the inside, a long neck in front. Saganabo running second. Two off in third there. Dr. Doug. Zappa's getting a beautiful run fourth. In behind those then came Stolen Arc, followed then by Fox Rock Boyo. Alizari's on the inside, and then Brunda Rosie, River Steam. Further back to Super Allen, Brockenhurst, then Stolen back in the field. Petite Sal, followed then by Forever Blushing. Well back as they race towards the turn. Red Hot Rookie, Murrunjai, and two off. Wenders at the tail of the field. The Yas Cup field swings for home. 400 to go, and Zimitar taken on by Sakanabo. Dr. Doug, now there's a run there for Zabpur. Further back behind those, Brunda Rosie, Alizari, and Brunda Rosie down the outside, followed by Super Allen as they race in with about 300 to go. Zimitar, the leader, taken on by Zabpur, River Steam, and now Brunda Rosie's putting in a run, and then Dr. Doug. It's Zimitar fighting back, but Brunda Rosie is the one. Brunda Rosie swept to the lead near the line, kicking back Zimitar, Brunda Rosie, Zimitar, almost a dead heat. Zimitar or Brunda Rosie. Brockenhurst flying, followed then by Forever Blushing. The next one there, Petite Sal. Then back in the field, Super Allen, followed by Red Hot Rookie, Wenders. Zappa pulled up quickly, followed in behind those. Then came Murrunjai, Dr. Doug, well back in the field. Alizari, and behind those, River Steam pulling up with Sakana Bow and Fox Rock Boyo and Stolen Arc. Oh, this is a close one. Absolutely close. Brunda Rosie, Zimitar. Well, Brunda Rosie looked as though she was going to race past Zimitar, but Zimitar has fought back. Now, that is after the line. What's happened right on the line, I don't know, but I can guarantee that Brockenhurst has flashed up for third. This is desperately close. Number 16. Number 16, Zimitar is the winner. Number 16, Zimitar fought back and has won the cup. 16, Zimitar. Brunda Rosie second, and Brockenhurst will get third. Number 16 is the winner. Zimitar, after being headed, has fought back like a caged lion, as they say. Zimitar, trained at Canberra by Jeff Hayes. A 5-year-old bay gelding by Clear Choice out of Surf Lady, raced by Ms. K. Hayes, P. Holland, R. Quartermain, S. and Mrs. M. Gardner. And it's fought back after being headed to beat Brunda Rosie. Brunda Rosie second, trained by Gary Kirkup, Greg Farrer, and 9 Brockenhurst flashing up, as trained by Darryl Rolfe, Larry Mortell. 16.39, 6 Dr. Doug was fourth, and 5 Wenders made up ground for fifth. Now the time for the race, 1:24.30, 1:24.30. The sectional 37.13. We'll have more in a moment.
Okay, what a thriller that was. 16.3 and 9 after the running of the Yas Cup there, race 8 at Canberra this afternoon. Okay, we've got some late mail as the winner returns at Canberra, and Rod Gallagher in race 8 goes for 5. Miss McCartney with Anella, $291, and the trifecta, a beauty, 16, 3 and 9, $10,828. An absolute mozza there on race 8 at Canberra. Now let's update Wedderburn. It's 4 minutes off until...
It was a thrill of the Yas Cup, and I think the finish probably depicted the excitement of the day. On a day like this, when we're talking to quite a few of the sponsors, we leave the pictorial best to last, because with me is Karen Ray from Yas McDonald's. Karen, your first sponsorship in racing?
Yes, it is actually. It's the first time I've been to the Yas Cup. I actually came down and took over the Yas McDonald's in July, and I'm very proud to be a sponsor actually.
McDonald's popular?
McDonald's is extremely popular. We're heading into our busy season, the Christmas season and the school holidays, so yeah, it's very, very popular.
What is the most popular at McDonald's?
I would have to say to be the new grilled chicken at the moment, and also the Happy Meals, what people seem to be buying, but we've got a new healthy burger out, and it's the grilled chicken, and that's proving to be extremely popular.
And how long have you been with McDonald's?
I've actually personally been with McDonald's 18 years. Started off as a teenager with McDonald's, worked my way through the ranks and became an owner-operator in July.
You surprised me because you still look like a teenager.
Thanks, Rod, thanks.
Well, Karen, being your race, the last event today, you'd better give us a tip.
Well, I do like Love Scene, trained by Barbara Joseph, and I also like the jockey colours, the red and the yellow, because they're the McDonald's flag.
Well, there's all sorts of ways to pick winners. I suppose it's got a poetic sound to it, Love Scene. And I hope it can win for you.
Thanks, Rod.
That was Karen Ray from McDonald's. Let's all go and have a Big Mac as we go back to Chris.
All right, wouldn't mind one about now, Rod. Don't forget they've got it all for you there. It's a pretty wide market there for this event. The favourite will be, it looks like Black Duke will start favourite number 7 at 5.20. Okay, let's go off to Wedderburn for the running of the Cup, and this is race number 7. Here's Brian.
Now, Tealsby Eckert down on the inside out okay. Jellaby Gold's blown the start. It's going to be out the back. Top Paul also galloping. Our Jekyll slow to find stride. Tealsby Eckert a clear leader early and shows the way, trying to push forward then Family Arm to get around Bow Street but can't. Have to do Lob's 4th early. Behind them, Black Duke. It does settle 5th. Back on the inside of it, then Speedy Lightfoot. Platonic's already up, running about 7th. Past quite a few of these runners. About 8 or 10 metres behind it, Jellaby Gold getting going. Then next in the running line would be What a View. Behind them, Moonflight, Top Paul has settled, and now Jekyll last. So at the moment, they're spread out over some 60 metres as they work their way off the back, 2.5 laps out. And Chris Elford has Tealsby Eckert at the head of affairs. It has a 5-minute metre break over Bow Street and 2 metres back to Family Arm without cover. 6 or 7 metres away, After Do, trailing at the inside, then Speedy Lightfoot. Black Duke away from the fence starts to make up some ground. Onto its back goes Platonic, then Jellaby Gold the inside, 5 or 6 metres Top Paul. Back on the inside of What a View from Moonflight, and now Jekyll whips them in. They run down by the judge, and they're going to have 2 circuits left to complete this time, and on top, and doing it okay here is Tealsby Eckert. Has a break of 5 metres still over Bow Street. Family Arm dropped the 3 back the fence. After Do popped away now to head the outside brigade, and Black Duke's out 3 wide improving. 4 back is Speedy Lightfoot, the inside of Platonic, who gets a nice run through in the centre. 1 out deep, just obscured for the moment, making some ground around him. It is What a View on the back of Black Duke. Out wide on its back in turn is Moonflight from Top Paul, and now Jekyll back towards the rear. Speedy Lightfoot, Jellaby Gold just inside them. Lead time was in 1:3.3 as they work to the 11.50 off the back. And the leader is Tealsby Eckert, shows the way by about a metre. Up second on the outside is After Do, and Black Duke working overtime out 3 wide. Leaders back as Bow Street. Platonic's had a beautiful run, but will need luck with the ones coming around. Out deep on the back of Black Duke is What a View. Family Arm 3 back the inside of Jellaby Gold. Moonflight out wide with the trail home on the back of What a View as Black Duke gets to the death. Then back behind them, our Jekyll, Speedy Lightfoot, and Top Paul makes a run out 3 wide. First quarter, 32.1. Inside the 750, they sweep out of the straight. Second quarter in 31. And the leader, Tealsby Eckert, it has had a terrific run at the head of affairs. It's had the easy run so far. Leads here by 2 metres to Black Duke, which did work to get there mid-race. What a View's out 3 wide. Leaders back Bow Street. Between runners in, pushing through as After Do. Moonflight 3 wide with the trail. Platonic trying to get into the race. Jellaby Gold held up back on the fence. Al Jekyll taken 3 and 4 wide. Wider out Top Paul and Speedy Lightfoot behind them. They pack up into 350 on the final bend. 30.8 that quarter. Tealsby Eckert draws clear by 2 metres to Black Duke. Bow Street is third, waiting on and out. After Do between runners, then What a View behind them. But Tealsby Eckert, Chris Elford goes for home, finds 5 metres on the turn over Black Duke. Back on the inside, Bow Street. Jellaby Gold getting up on the inside from After Do. Tealsby Eckert in front. Here's Bow Street, Black Duke and After Do down the outside. Bow Street hit the front. After Do flew. I think After Do might have just got Bow Street. Black Duke close up third. Then Jellaby Gold, Tealsby Eckert, weakened the last 50 or 60, close up Platonic, out wide Moonflight, Speedy Lightfoot, back behind them then What a View with Al Jekyll, Top Paul. They finished in a bunch, the final quarter in 29.3, and here's one just about to check in, and that's Family Arm.
Okay, great finish there in the Wedderburn Cup, the Pacing Cup, and a photo with possibly After Do on the outside. Now, Stork at Warwick Farms 14s. 10s for Obsessed.
Finish on a winning note with Michael Heath, because I can let you into a secret. It's his birthday today. After having had Karen Ray on, I was going to order you a box of cheeseburgers and fries.
That'll go down
and
well.
All the girls in the studio send their best wishes. They did send kisses, but I can't give you those.
Thanks, mate. Look, race 9 at Canberra, 1200 metre class 6, played a very, very strong event. I've settled on an each-way basis, number 2 timed. Open up a couple of points under double-figure odds with the bookies. Been absolutely bolting in Wagga, Albury region. Doesn't look too badly in this sort of race. Should get a good cart, sit just off the speed here. And yeah, there's a bit of money to suggest a time to run a big race on an each-way basis. One Season Star opened up favourite, but is very easy. Bolted in last 2 starts here at Canberra. From the informed Neville 8 stable, should give a good sight. As will 6 Federal Agent, second up today. Barnstorming win here a fortnight back, and he's well in commission with the bookmakers. Can't fault the condition of 4 Serenata. Does look well, the mare. 2 starts ago, second to strike time at Randwick. An 8 Normal Practice, a very good run at Randwick a few weeks back, and expected to run boldly. Well in commission with the bookmakers, around about a point under each way.
Set at Warwick Farm, mate. So.
2 from 1 and 6, Rod.
And good on you, Michael. Thanks for your help and a happy birthday.
Cheers, mate.
Let's go back to Warwick Farm now and Terry Bailey.
Bell. And he's yet to miss a place in 10 starts. Delta Lad stood well. Ready to jump. Starter's got a perfect line. Picks up the button. Right.
Oh, I'm Rod Gill. Hello.
Express at 10, Normal Practice at 5.60, so Avalanche 30 and Miss Santiago 56, 35 for Triplina. Tips from Tony, 8-1-3. Now 7 third at...
By Grey Mascots.
The light is on now, set to go in the last. And they're racing now, getting out very well with Sir Avalanche out wide, and Triplina in that leading division with Time driving through, and then Love Scene followed by Federal Agent. Season Stars just behind that group, followed then by Normal Practice. Getting back in the field as they settle down, Greenhouse Express followed by Serenata. A length off, Miss Santiago at the tail of the field. In the last as they leave the back and race down the side, and the leader was Timed. Federal Agent getting up along the inside, followed then by Triplina not too far away. A further break in the field then, Love Scene and Season Star going up 3 wide there. Sir Avalanche followed then by Normal Practice down towards the inside. Further back, Greenhouse Express. Serenata second last, and Miss Santiago last of all as they swing for home. The last at Canberra, 4.50 to go, and the leader was a Federal Agent taken on by Timed. On the outside, going wide, Triplina. Love Scene down towards the inside, followed by Normal Practice, and the next one was Season Star, followed by Sir Avalanche running on, and Serenata's well back, followed by Greenhouse Express as they race down to the 200. Love Scene raced up on the outside of Federal Agent, joining in Sir Avalanche. Normal Practice tries hard. Here's a great go on the last. It's Love Scene taken on by Normal Practice. Normal Practice flying and wins. Normal Practice, Sir Avalanche second. Federal Agent third, then Love Scene, followed then by Serenata. Further back to Greenhouse Express, followed by Triplina. Well back, Season Star, Miss Santiago, and pulling up very, very scratchily across the line is Timed. Very impressive winner, Normal Practice. The best bet of the day. 8 Normal Practice. It was the best bet of the day, there's no doubt about that, following its run at Randwick last start. A very promising galloper, Normal Practice, by Bureaucracy out of late admission, trained by Danny Williams, and a winning double to Tracy Bartley. He's a very much underrated rider, Tracy Bartley. Rides lots of winners out in the Central West, and that was a typical Tracy Bartley ride. Number 8 Normal Practice, trained by Danny Williams at Goulburn, who is a top trainer. The owners of the winner, Alan Cardy, MD Wiener, PH and Mrs VH Green, a 4-year-old bay gelding by Bureaucracy out of late admission. Well, I'm not sure whether Alan Cardy's here today, but Alan, you've got a pretty good horse there. Number 8 Normal Practice, Tracy Bartley, a winning double. 9 Sir Avalanche, ridden by Peter Mullin second, and 6 Federal Agent, Brett Johnson third. Fourth was number 3 Love Scene, who loomed up to win the race but just died on her run over the last little bit. 8.96 official. Number 3 Love Scene was fourth. Now the time for the race, 109.95. 109.95, just outside the class and course record held by Season Star. 109.95, but Normal Practice, a most impressive winner in the last race, beating number 9 Sir Avalanche and number 6 Federal Agent. We'll have more in a moment.
Thank you, Tony, and thanks for the coverage there. Very successful day on Yas Cup Day with Rod's best bet, Tony's best bet of the day. Everybody happy there. Normal Practice in the last. Would have been a certainty beaten had he not got that run. He was in a fair amount of trouble on it, Jamie Whitney, before he got that split, but it got home 6.42 even over the outsider Sir Avalanche at 6.90 with 6 Federal Agent at 1.80. 8.96 there. Now, at the Sunshine Coast, it's 3, 2 and 12 official side at Canberra.
Yeah, Chris, it was certainly an enormous win. But more importantly, it's been an enormous day here at Canberra for the running of the third Yas Cup. With me is the Chief Executive of the ACT Racing Club, Damien Foley. Damien, a beaming smile?
Yeah, it's been a huge day, Rod. Everything's been perfect. The weather was right, the promotions were magnificent, the racing was fantastic. It's just really turned into a really good day.
Yeah, it's been a great innovation, hasn't it, the particular race?
Yeah, this is only the third running of it, and each year the crowds build up and the quality of horses build up, and you know, it can only just get better. So today was great, but look out.
Well, now the mayor stole a bit of your thunder. He announced the crowd of in excess of 3,000 up on last year. How does the betting turnover shape up?
Haven't got any final figures yet, but it'll definitely be up on last year. The bookies ring in particular, they're ecstatic actually at the money that's been here today, and we've got probably one of the strongest betting rings outside the Sydney metropolitan area. We had 14 bookies betting on locals today, and there's 2 or 3 in that ring that are well known as being absolute stars when it comes to bookmakers. So the turnover was good, and I mean the crowd was here, so we can't complain at all.
Well, you've had the settling in period in your job here, taking over from Ray Alexander. How's it going?
Very good. Big shoes to fill from Ray's point of view. He was a great administrator, and I worked under him for a number of years, and I learned a lot out of it. So things are going well. We've got a lot going to happen here in the next few months. We've got a couple of announcements to happen next week that will show just how the club's going, and things are going really well. We've got a vineyard to go into the centre of the course by the end of next year, which will see us as a very unique race course. And
you're going to make your own wine?
We will, yeah. It might be a few years, but they tell me it takes 3.5 or 4 years to get a crop off it. So
I can
4
wait
or 5
that long.
years, yeah.
Yeah, and you're happy with the way racing's going in Canberra?
Yeah, it's going from strength to strength. Our minimum prize money is now $10,000. And the local industry and also the visiting trainers are responding to that, and our fields are improving. Today we had an average of, I think it was 13 starters per race, and I mean, I don't think many clubs could have done that this week.
And it's also like a very big training centre, you know, when you've got the likes of John Morrissey, Frank Cleary's got, quite a big team, and a lot of top trainers here, and they win races in Sydney and Melbourne.
Yeah, that's right. There's something like 250 horses in work at Canberra at any one time. There's probably 150 at Queanbeyan, and once Goulburn gets going, there'll be another 150 there. So, the area is very strong, and as you said, we've got some very big names training out of here.
And of course, just to butt in a bit, which is important for the punter's point of view, correct weight on the last.
That is important, isn't it?
Well, Damien, congratulations on another successful promotion, and hope the racing in Canberra goes from strength to strength.
Thanks, Rod, and congratulations to you and Graham. It's been a great day, and your help's been greatly appreciated.
It's always a pleasure. It takes us a fortnight to get over it, but nevertheless, it's a pleasure.
It's always good in Yas.
Certainly is. Damien Foley, the Chief Executive of the ACT Racing Club. That just about wraps it up here on Yas Cup Day, another very successful day. My thanks to Graham Dick, who supported me during the day, and Jeff Henderson, who's done a great job behind the camera. So that's about it. We'll wend our weary way home and look forward to next year's Yas Cup as we go back to Chris.
All right, Rod, no doubt they've had a very good time down there. It's been a very successful day and very entertaining too, thanks to Rod Gallagher and all the team down there in Canberra. We'll take a break, be back with more on Sky Race Day right after this.